In the vast city of Bangalore, there is a girl named Priths who works at Google. She has always had a dream to travel abroad to many countries. Now she is embarking on a new solo journey to the USA to live her travel dreams. Join along to hear from her as she unfolds the most amazing experience of her life.
I've been waiting for this day since at least 8 to 9 months at this point in time, and I'm so excited it's finally here. You would have seen by the title, I'm very, very excited, scared, nervous, slash a lot of things. But I'm going to take you all along with me on this experience as much as I can. So, without waiting any further, let's get started. It's time for another adventure, another chapter in my journey. As long as I can remember, traveling to the USA has been one of those dreams. Not just mine, but one that resonates with so many of us, especially those of us who grew up in a middle class household. There's something about the joy of a fully sponsored work trip that feels almost surreal. We're here at the Bangalore International Airport, and sorry for the really awkward angle where I look like I have two horns on my head with lights, but this is the best place that I could find with some greenery in the back. But we're here at the airport and it's around 10 p.m. right now. The Emirates baggage check-in counters open at 12, so I have around 2 hours to kill. I came in pretty early just considering the traffic and just didn't want to travel late in the night up until here. My flight takes off at 4:45 a.m. so there's a lot of time to kill. So let's get started. Finally, at 12:45 a.m., the baggage counters opened. After completing the check-in, I made my way towards the lounge, which is very, very important because I needed one of those quiet moments when you can just finally take a breath, relax, and just let the excitement settle in. So I grabbed in a bite to eat, knowing this was the calm before the journey really began. But then something else also happened. I went for another round as well. I wasn't really sure how well fed I'd be on this long flight. This was my first time flying this far, and I had little to no experience with such a journey. Weirdly, I didn't ask anyone else either, just went with my gut, quite literally. Better safe than sorry, right? So, these are the moments that remind me how every new experience comes with its own little uncertainties, like this amazing desert that I'm just completely enjoying. It is 3:30 right now. I'm so sleepy. Still 1.5 hour or 1 hour more to go. It's about time I headed to the boarding gate. This first flight would take me to Dubai, where I'd have a 2 hour layover before catching my direct flight to the US. Normally, I'd have teammates traveling with me, people to share the journey with, but this time, it was just me. My first ever solo trip. It felt different, a little daunting, but also exciting in its own way. There's something about traveling alone that makes the world feel both bigger and smaller at the same time. Every step forward was mine to take on my own terms. When I joined Google, it wasn't just a career move, it was a shift in my entire world. I felt a sense of pride within myself, and that pride radiated to everyone around me. With every milestone, every new experience, I found myself falling more in love with the person I was becoming. Someone who had grown immensely, both in my own journey and in my own self belief. Now, I know so many people around me have already traveled to the US. It's not like I'm going to space or something. But for me, this trip was different. It was special. It marked the first time I was stepping out of the familiar territories of the countries I frequently visited for work. And even though I've been on over 70 odd flights, mostly for work, this one, this one right here felt different. More personal, more significant, the longest flight I've ever taken, and somehow the most meaningful one yet. I've made it to the Dubai airport, and to my surprise, the process was pretty simple. I got off the plane, went through another round of security screening for my carry on luggage, and then headed straight to the boarding gate. No fuss, no confusion. I guess I was expecting a bit more chaos, but sometimes things just flow smoothly. Yeah, I think the anxious person inside me is just surprised how it all just happened. Reached Dubai airport. Now I'm just looking for the next gate, which is B21. So I'm just trying to figure where that is. I can see B20 and 22, but 21 is missing. Okay, so there was no immigration here. I thought it would be, but we are now going to go towards boarding the flight to San Francisco. I'm excited, nervous, scared. Wish me luck. Alright, we're all set now. Next stop, the USA directly. I can't even believe it that I'm saying this, but this flight is humongous. There were so many people in it. I settled into my seat feeling lucky because the seat next to me was empty, giving me a bit more space to stretch out. For some reason, whenever the middle seat is vacant, I always imagine my dad sitting there beside me. It's a comforting thought as if he's quietly sharing the journey with me. As for the next 18 hours, I'm fully sorted. I've got Harry Potter queued up along with the whole library of other movies to dive into. The airline even handed out a small pouch with essentials like socks, earplugs, an eye mask, brush, and toothpaste. Everything to keep me comfortable through the long haul. Now it's time to take off and let the adventure unfold. Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. So come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Somewhere by the Emerald Sea, where the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take.